The main topic of conversation in today's hoop is what's my bag like? What are the moves in my bag? And I'm gonna show y'all through Tyrese Maxey how you could properly build your bag. Because when you even think about Tyrese Maxey and how he plays and what his strengths are, it's speed, right? And so with Tyrese Maxey, his speed impacts the way he moves, his movement, and that's gonna change the type of moves he uses, right? And so particularly when he's going to attack the rim, now having the speed that he has, having Embiid on the floor right here, Bam right here staying attached, not showing, he has his lane to go and attack, and watch the type of finish he uses. Right lay. That's a speed lay. It's directly correlated to his movement, which is based upon speed. Now watch the rest of his bag and how he utilizes his speed to build his bag. For this to be a minute and a half into the game, and Maxey takes a shot like this shows you one thing about who he is as a player and how he develops his game, right? Because like all the speed that he has, and we know he has, he's able to get here, tween, have those twitches and get into that step back, but the most important thing is staying controlled. Watch the shoulders, right? I got to make sure y'all see the shoulders. Starts there, finishes there. That shows you that core is stable, the shoulders are stable, and now the shot here is also going to be stable. So now he's a consistent jump shooter, and he could control all the speed that he has and that he brings into these shots, which really unlocks his entire game. So now what happens? Embiid turns away. We going into the next layer of this action. And once again, I got a screen with Embiid. Embiid has an abundance of gravity, and I'm going to build my bag according to how much gravity my teammate has, because he's going to bring me certain looks. And so I could throw this out and pull that shot right there, because Adebayo is not going to really show because I got Embiid. So that's a shot Maxey could work on since he has Embiid by his side, right? Since he has Embiid by his side, since he has a screener who has gravity by his side, that's a shot I got to work on and add into my bag, right? Y'all got to understand, the type of bag I have is only determined upon what type of move I think is pretty and the move I like. It also could be changed depending upon the type of players I have on my team and the gravity that they have, which is going to give me open looks. This right here is how simple y'all should play basketball, right? So Maxey gets the screen going right. He goes, clears the screen, boom, he gets past Robinson. He turns that corner, hasn't used a dribble move. He gets down into the paint, sees the gap, can't get through it, hasn't used a dribble move. Now he just finds space, gets up into a shot, gets the bucket. He did all that without using a dribble move. He's a player with speed, so by having speed, I'm going to use that to my advantage and not use all these moves to be pretty and slow myself down. When you shift your mind from let me have a bag, let me be pretty, to let me just simply go and get a bucket, you're going to take advantages of opportunities like this. Hield throws that back, and watch what Hield does, right? He rubs right off of Bam's hip, and now notice what Bam has to do right here, right now, with that foot right there. You know what I'm saying? With that foot right there. Notice what he has to do now, right? Open up to now beat Maxey downhill, where Maxey loves to utilize his speed. And so it ends up occurring, boom, I get to the rim, drop that off, pull in the help. Reed is able to get down there and get that too. So with Tyrese Maxey being so fast, he's got to stop. And the ways he stops also have to go in line with his movement. And this is really perfect for him, right? Just like it was for Allen Iverson, because Allen Iverson loved to do the same exact move, right? When you got somebody going one way, got them breaking their base, that little inverted drag right there is perfect, because it allows him to fully be able to stride, right? As if he's really driving that direction, but stop, change direction. They're still not set. They're unbalanced. And now I could go and attack the other direction. And once again, right lay, before you could get your feet together and try to block me, I get my bucket. This is the key to attacking a mismatch. Watch Maxey. He's got Bam. Ah, damn, that's Bam. I can't cook on Bam. All right, give me a switch. Now I got a switch. I got Jovic. I could probably do a little better than that. Let me get another switch. All right, that's the one. I like that matchup. And now let me attack. Now watch these two moves he does. Tween, cross. That right there, all it does is just bring him to a slow pace. Just drops his pace. So he could get his defender to sleep, and he could utilize his best ability, which is this tween, to now use his speed and get downhill, but only for him to force a defender to do this. Open their base, force it, lets him get to a stop, and now he gets that step back in a bucket. Understand? Maxey now once again got to switch on to Duncan Robinson. Immediately sees a double from his left side, throws it to Batum. Now he ends up getting it back. Duncan Robinson is now off of Maxey, but he understands I got a shit ton of gravity. I can't sit here and play. I gotta go. So double team came from the left side last time. I now go right. Peep the read on that floater. Hold on. I really gotta show y'all this read on the floater. Really gotta show y'all. Because even though he has Caleb Martin, he rips right. Who's also right? Bam. And notice the footwork when he gets into his float. Sees Bam, can't get to the rim. What do? Stop short. Despite this footwork being atrocious, I go here. I float over the top of Bam. That's why you got to keep your head up. If you don't got your head up, you can't see the rim protector right there. And you always try to lay around him and do all this shit at the last second and look goofy. Once again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I got Duncan Robinson again on a switch. And they send a double right here. They're loading up, about to really send that double. I give it up to Batum. I get it back. I still got Duncan Robinson, which means they're going to send that double team. So what am I going to do now, just like I did last time? Go quick, rip to that right side. And now with Bam, understand where Bam is, their rim protector. On this right side, on this right block, or left block, it depends on which way you're looking at it, he's on the opposite side. So when I get into this attack, I don't have to worry about there being a rim protector, and I could do a lay that allows me to move forward and cover ground instead of having to stop exactly where I am. With Maxey, right? Even though he plays with speed, there's another skill that you must need, which is angles. So notice his angles on getting to that right side. Peep the angles off this first screen. He gets off this first screen, shoulder to shoulder, right? No angles to score. What does he get again? A rescreen. Watch his angles now, right? Shoulder to shoulder. Great screen by Reed both times. And now allows him to get into that mid-range, into that pull-up, over the top of Bam with that fade. He gets that bucket. You want the rules to change for the defensive player? But explain me how you guard this. So you got Caleb Martin, right? He goes, stops, boom. Maxey gets to his stop. Watch this. Flips, he gets back in front. Guards the second move. Boom, guards that great. Oh, you think you got him now? No, you don't. He's already beat him to that spot. That's fantastic defense. But Maxey, spin back. He's at 45 degrees. He's like 55 degrees right now with the ground. On a fade, and you guarded all those moves perfectly, the best way you possibly could. And guess what happens? He still gets his bucket. Y'all got to face the fact offensive players is just advanced. Defensive players, it's just tough to do certain things when this offense is just continuously evolved for the past 30 years. But watch Maxey right here though, right? Shuffling to that left. Great base. Great base. I'm telling y'all, it's the 3 points of a base. Y'all need these 3 points right here. Bear with me, bear with me. Hip load, right? Knee load, and then on the balls of your feet. The 3 things you need. The 3 things right there. If you want to be able to shoot a good balanced shot, you need the load at the hips, you need the load at the knee, and then you need to have your heels off the ground and be on the balls of your feet. If you want to get a good shot. And now just notice how this turns out. Notice how that turns out. Knocks it down. Boom, that's a bucket. That's a smooth, fluid jumper. Anytime you play in a zone, this is why your coach tells you to get the ball in the middle, right? Look at the Heat's defense. Martin, Highsmith, Jaquez, Love, Butler. Ball gets in the middle. Notice what happens to all of them. They all collapsed and pinched in. So now what does this allow you to do if you get the ball in the middle? Catch, play off the spot up, and just be able to get straight into your buckets easily and quickly, right? And once again with Maxey, right? He's able just to keep shit simple. Hard closeout, attacks it, uses his speed, makes him break the base, sees all this help. I can't get in the paint. Get out in the space, use my mid-range, and get that bucket. His bag is built exactly for how he moves. Anytime you attack, the most important thing is your spacing. Get your spacing set. And so Embiid tells Lowry, go up, but nah, he leaves, right? And so what ends up occurring is that if you end up getting your spacing, it gives you more options. And if you don't get your spacing, and if Maxey didn't get his spacing right here, what could have transpired is that Maxey would not have this shot at all. He would not have that at all, right? And another reason why he may have not had that is if he did not do this as well, right? Notice this off arm. This is vital. Little things. Loki did extend it out, but it was more of a chicken wing extension instead of a full arm elbow extension, which is probably why it wasn't called, right? Just a little bit with the elbow, and y'all got to make sure y'all emphasize that when you create your space. Push with that elbow, not with that full arm.